What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be discussing the top 5 things that are secretly killing your energy every single day and how to avoid these things so you can maximize your energy production. And number 1 is going to be pretty obvious, but we have bad sleep. And I know I talk about sleep a lot.
Alarm set for 11:30, terrible for circadian rhythm. Sleeping with phone right next to body, not optimal. Hitting snooze, gonna wake up more tired, terrible. Waking up to random knocking, a natural wake up would be optimal. Leaving bed for the first time at 1 p.m., atrocious.
You know, especially in these videos, but this is going to be by far the biggest factor in optimizing your energy. And this is because when you sleep, your mitochondria, which produces your body's energy, is going to be repairing damaged mitochondrial membranes as well as growing new ones, which is going to lead to more energy production throughout the entire day. And if you're not sleeping enough, you're going to have more of these damaged cells in your body and you're going to have less active ones, which is going to, of course, lower that energy production. And if you're a man, you're going to have lower testosterone if you're getting chronically bad sleep, which is going to give you less energy, give you less drive throughout the day to go towards your goals. So I highly recommend getting 8 hours of high quality sleep every single night. And if you're having trouble doing this, you're going to want to optimize your circadian rhythm to allow yourself to get better, higher quality sleep. And a few quick things to do is, get sunlight first thing in the morning, have a consistent sleep-wake schedule to where you're going to bed and waking up at similar times every single day, and then avoid artificial light and stress towards the night to allow yourself to properly produce melatonin, which is going to make you sleepy and increase your sleep quality. And then number 2, we have ultra-processed foods. So you're going to want to avoid these as best as you can, because ultra-processed foods, especially if consumed in excess, are going to chronically inflame your body. And when your body is inflamed and has all this stress, it's going to take energy away from your life to have to go towards clearing up these issues, which is going to give you less energy, less mental focus throughout the day. And a lot of these processed foods, especially ultra-processed foods, are going to be high in sugar, high in fats, and low in protein, which is going to give you unstable blood sugar levels, which is going to promote energy dips throughout the day. So it's super important you avoid these foods and you prioritize your diet in nutrient-dense protein sources like ruminant red meat, like beef, bison and lamb, salmon, oysters, eggs, and other seafood sources, so you can actually get the nutrients that your body needs to carry out all of its essential functions. Because if you're nutrient deficient and you're eating these foods that are refined and stripped of the nutrients, you're going to be low in certain things like iron, which help with oxygen transportation, or vitamin B12, which helps with red blood cell production, or vitamin D, which helps with your hormones. And being low in these things is going to be conducive to lower energy. So it's super important that you avoid these foods. And then number 3 is going to be chronic stress. And you can do everything right in your life. You can eat right, you can sleep right, you can go to the gym, you can move your body. But if you are chronically stressed from just mental rumination or just other things in your life, this is going to significantly lower your energy levels, because this means you're pretty much always going to be in fight or flight mode, which is going to keep you on edge. It's going to raise your baseline cortisol levels, which is going to promote more stress in your life and more chaos in your body, which is going to take away energy from your life, of course, to go towards clearing up these stress responses. And if you're a stressed person, a few things I would recommend is getting into meditation, getting into breath work that can instantly lower your heart rate, optimizing your sleep, taking breaks away and making sure that you're not overstimulated. Get in nature, relax. But it's super important to implement protocols in your life to get rid of stress so you can maximize the energy that you have every single day. And then number 4 is going to be being sedentary. Moving your body is going to be super crucial to building new mitochondrial cells, having blood circulation, having oxygen transport through your body, and all this stuff is what your body needs to actually produce energy. So I highly recommend getting at least 8 to 10,000 steps every single day, incorporating 15-minute walks, 30-minute walks into your day. And once that adds up to 90 minutes or 100 minutes, you're going to be getting roughly 10,000 steps a day. And also, of course, training your muscles is going to promote more growth of these new mitochondrial cells, which is going to re-energize you. So make sure you're implementing movement and training into your life if you want to feel your best. And then number 5 is going to be a big one. It is going to be instant gratification. And instant gratification is something that is very present in today's society. This is pretty much things that give you pleasure without requiring effort. And pretty much these are things like scrolling on your phone, gambling, eating junk food, things that make you feel so good, but that don't even require any effort. This is going to cause artificial dopamine spikes in your brain. And dopamine is the neurotransmitter that gives you pleasure. So if you're constantly doing these things over time, you're going to be frying your dopamine, which is going to lower your baseline levels of it, causing you to have less motivation and less energy to go towards doing things, which is something that you do not want to get stuck in, and it's a constant cycle that you're going to get stuck in today's society. So you're going to want to avoid these instantly gratifying activities and do things that actually require more effort. Things like reading a book, building a skill, watching even long-form YouTube videos, working out, working on your business. But over time, doing more of these things is going to increase your energy production and allow you to avoid these energy-draining activities. So those are top 5 things that you have to implement into your life today to maximize your energy production so you can feel amazing, guys. And if you guys have any other recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. But that's it for today's video, and stay optimal.